Hello and welcome to the Mobile Accessible Games interview series. I'm your host, Aaron Spelker. Mobile Accessible Games is a group that's dedicated about all things mobile accessible gaming, and through our interview series, we interview game developers, accessibility influencers, and as well as accessibility advocates. And this week we have Amanda Barr. She is a accessibility content creator, and we're going to talk to her about her YouTube page. So Amanda, welcome.
Hello.
So, Amanda, I always like to kind of start off the interview just turning it over to you for a few minutes to just tell people a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what kind of content you create.
I'm Amanda Barr. I'm totally blind. Um, have been for years. Um, and I pretty much do all kinds of games on my channel, like Sortie Quest, Dungeons and such, Dice World, Night Manager, all those games.
So, it's the well. First, why don't you tell people the name of your YouTube channel where they can see all that content?
It's Sharkkula. Um, basically Sharkkula.
Why did you pick that name?
Um, it actually was Sortie Quester at first, and then I pretty much had to change it because I was playing Sortie Quest at the time, and the developer of that game, his name pretty much on YouTube was Sortie Quest iOS app. So it was a little bit confusing for him.
Sure.
So when another gamer on YouTube um brought up that maybe they should put Sharkula into the game, that's when I went, ooh, that's a cool name. So that's what I chose.
Gotcha. Now, the content that you mentioned, all those games, Dungeons and such, and Swordy Quest. Do you do solely things that are mobile games? Is that kind of the focus of your YouTube channel?
Yes, like iOS. There's games on the Alexa that I do as well. So it's pretty much like mobile games, skill games, stuff like that.
Now, you said that you've been blind for a while. Did you have a time when you were sighted that you got a chance to play games, or have you?
I pretty much only had 10% vision from the time I was born right up until the age of 9. Actually, backtrack a little bit. I did have sight up until the age of 6 because I lost the sight in my left eye first. And then around the age of 7, my right eye started to go. And then that finally gave out at the age of 9.
Gotcha. So, when you were, 9 years old, had you really done any gaming at that point, or did you kind of pick up gaming? The first time you're really having gaming experiences.
No, I never really started picking up gaming until like um well, I did play games on the actual computer when I did have one. So I'd say like early 2000s, and then I really started to pick up when I got the iPhone and iPod and iPad and stuff.
And
So,
so, you've created this YouTube channel where you're covering all this mobile accessible games and
about a
doing that
year
content.
ago.
Yeah, about a year ago. Why
Yeah.
decide to do that? I mean, of all the things that you can kind of create a YouTube page about, why about mobile accessible gaming?
um Actually, the first game I really got into that really started off my channel was Sortie Quest. Because I was playing that game hardcore at that time. Um, and then the developer also wanted me. people to sort of find bugs in the game and let them know about them. So then I thought about it and said, hey, you know what? Why don't I just start a YouTube channel and put those videos on there, and then he's got a way to find them and view them and fix the bugs and stuff.
So when people go to your channel and they're watching your videos, are they, kind of walkthrough videos? Are they educational type of videos? Are they just wacky fun, watch me play this game type of videos? Like what's
It's
kind
a
of the spirit of it?
combination of both. It's just play for
This
fun,
is a reminder. Amanda Barr.
walkthrough videos, just I guess you could say kind of a hobby channel. It's not like I don't think I'm ever gonna get like money out of it.
Right. But not like hardcore walkthroughs. It's more like you're playing Swordy Quest and kind of the people are
Yeah,
along
just
for the
have
ride sort of thing.
yeah.
What game are you playing right now?
Right now in the background is actually Night Manager. I'm in the forest at the moment, getting attacked by bees.
I gotcha. And is that what you're, like if someone goes out today, will they see a recording of that? Is that the game that you're creating videos about right now?
Um, yes, and there's other games as well. Like I said, the last yesterday's video was on dungeons and such.
Mhm.
Um, I'd say right now on my channel I have 179 videos.
Oh wow.
So,
And how long do each of them last? Are they short videos or longer videos?
usually around 30 to 35 minutes. Some of them have been over an hour,
And
depending.
is RPGs kind of your genre? With Swordy Quest
Yeah,
and
RPG
Dungeons and such.
games.
Yeah. Besides those two, which we've covered on our site and done reviews for, what other RPGs do you
I've
like?
done there's one I've done. It's Lost Vault.
Hmm.
I did that one maybe a week or two ago because I think I did a part 2 on that one. Um hmm?
Oh, I was just gonna say, as you're playing all of these games, and trying to create content for others, what's the most frustrating thing about playing an accessible game for you?
Um hmm. There's nothing frustrating, but um I guess you could say like some of the games you have to do a lot of swiping.
Mhm.
Um which I guess is normal for any any iOS game. Um there's a
Yeah,
lot of swiping involved.
yeah, it kind of works out nice when people actually use, section headers so they can kind of jump to sections and not have to swipe through everything.
Yeah.
Now, the games you mentioned, I mean, particularly Swordy Quest, but also Dungeons and such, Lost Vault. I know each of those developers are they're pretty responsive of trying to improve the accessibility of their games. Sounds
Right.
like you worked, sharing a lot of information about Swordy Quest. How was that experience of kind of pointing out things that weren't working for you, and how have developers been in kind of responding to
The developer is actually great. He was actually the one that really helped my channel take off the ground. Um with like um I would post my videos sort of in his um group on Facebook that he had, and he would just get everybody to try to subscribe, view my videos, stuff like that.
Nice.
Which was kind of nice. So I pretty much promote his game. He used to do the rest.
And then, for the average person who's playing games, I mean, what advice would you give them on, improving accessibility for games? Is that finding their own ways to reach out to the developers? Is that, sharing?
Yeah, like reach out to the developers, like ask them to make it better for either the content creator or the player. So then like they got something else to like promote or play, or that's much easier.
Now, if someone's like, oh, I have an idea for this game that could improve the accessibility, what ways have you found to actually find developers and reach out to them? If someone's not sure how to do that, how would you instruct them how to do that?
Actually, the way I found, I guess I can say his name, Charlie Seligman.
Seligman.
Can't say his.
Charlie Seligman.
Yeah. The way I found him was I found him through the Facebook group, and we started talking on Messenger, and I'd throw out ideas, but he'd be like, well, no, just put the ideas in the group because it makes it easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then it would make it easier for other players to comment and give their thoughts on it and stuff.
Right.
So,
it doesn't have to just be what you've covered in your YouTube page, because it sounds like you gamed longer than that. But what has been your favorite accessible gaming experience?
I would have to say Sortie Quest, because like I said, that pretty much started my channel from the beginning.
Are you still playing that today?
Oh yeah, I still play that today. I'm at level 259.
Oh, wow. Now I haven't played in a while. So what are the newest things that have come to Sortie Quest?
They're still gathering. There's new classes that you can do. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but they're pretty cool.
Now, if you were already, into a character at that point and he introduced classes, did you have to start over, or did you have a way to kind of
no, you didn't have to start over. You just pretty much, I think it was like go into your house, go into I think it was character creation or whatever it was called at the time. And then you just go to combat classes, or I think that's what it was called, and you just pick whatever class you wanted to join. And you'd be automatically a part of the class, but you'd have to use golden gems for that to join them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a particular game that you've always wanted to play that isn't accessible and you wish it was?
There's a lot of sighted games that I wish I could play, but they're just not accessible to anyone. Well, especially in the visually impaired world.
Yeah, like what? What games do you?
I would love to play like some of the fighter games that they got out there, like what is it? I think it's WoW.
World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft, yeah. That'd be kind of cool to play. But it's unfortunately not accessible.
Right. Um, when you are, finding the games, 40 Quest and Dungeons and such, what resources do you use to find games that are accessible that, you'd like to play for yourself or you'd like to cover for your channel?
I just usually search them on the App Store or go to applevis.com. That's a good website to go to find new ones. And I think that's the only two that I know of that have accessible games, but I'm sure there's many sites out there that have them.
Sure. Um, with your community, with your videos that you put out there, do you get good feedback or interaction with the community with the videos?
I do actually. I usually get like 56, 120 views on my videos, so like it ranges between each video. I think the most views I've gotten on um any of my videos is Night Manager because that's the most popular one right now
Mhm.
on the Lady A. I won't say her name because I'll set her off.
Uh,
But yeah.
do you have like a regular posting schedule? Do you do something every day or every other day? Like,
I do usually my premieres are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
okay.
That's when I usually post.
Do you do any live events?
I tried doing uh um going live um live streaming. That's what I was trying to say.
Mhm.
Um but I can never figure out the live streaming thing. Um especially where I only I only use the YouTube app or the um YT Studio app are the only two that I usually use for like recording. I will just go to I just use screen recording, and then I will when I finish my video, what I usually do is go to create in YouTube and
Mhm.
just upload it that way.
Gotcha.
So
Have you, you know, so I say I've never had this experience, but it's being a content creator, a gamer, as a
mhm.
female, is that you know been a perfectly fine experience, or as you run into any issues with that, or
um it can be a little challenging, especially if you're trying to figure out what you want to do for the next premiere.
Mhm.
I've had that struggle a couple of times, and everybody's like, "Well, why don't you just take a day off and um like chill out for the day?" But I just am one of those people that don't like letting anybody down.
Sure. Yeah, I find it important to have whatever your schedule is, just have that schedule and kind of stick to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to mess it up.
Right. Now, from at the beginning of this conversation, it sounds like you're running this YouTube page. It's just for fun,
Yeah,
hobby
yeah.
type of stuff, right? Is
Hmm.
any of your you know, day job, if you will, in any sort of technology or gaming or anything like that?
No, I just pretty much, I guess you could say, or as the saying goes, fly by the seat of your pants,
Mhm.
basically. So,
And what's you said you were working on Night Manager right now. Is that are you gonna be doing
mhm.
that for a while, or you have another game that's on the horizon?
I've been playing Night Manager actually for a year, because I started back in the beginning of September, the beginning of February of right at the end of season 7. Then I did the full season of season 8. And now we're into season 9, which is probably going to end in the next month or 2.
Okay, so I've never played Night Manager, and this season thing is interesting. So tell me more what you mean by that. Seasons and
this the seasons basically usually run every 6 months, so it's like over a 6-month period.
So maybe start with like what is Night Manager, and then how did the seasons incorporate into that?
Okay, Night Manager is basically you're basically a knight, and you're either fighting in the arena, doing stuff in the forest. You can there's another thing that you can do, which is the tower, which basically you fight minions and bosses, and you get diamonds, gold, serfs, all that stuff to get things for you to the diamonds are for if you want to buy bonuses or skills for either hunting or combat. So that consists of buying bonuses for defense, speed, luck, and strength and health. And then you can buy energy with diamonds. You can buy scrolls. You can buy like things like that in the game.
Okay.
And
then how do the seasons? What does a season comprise of?
A season comprised of like different things you can do in the game. It runs, like I said, every 6 months. And you can also do blacksmithing, and you can attack each night. So basically you're managing your night. Is basically what it is.
And that's on a smart speaker, sorry?
Yes, it's on the Amazon Echo. So
yeah, there's some other games that I've played on the Echo, which for me, I don't like being tied down to a spot. Like I'm always kind of on the go, so I like to having it on my phone so I can take it with me.
Yeah, I'd rather play stuff on the iPhone because then it's a device that you can carry with you. But unfortunately, the Echo, you literally have to be glued to it, especially for Night Manager. Especially if you're fighting in the arena, because there is a way that you can press the action button on the back of her and just keep saying fight, 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 or yes, yes, yes. So you literally have to be glued to it. You can't move around.
It sounds like that would be a game that would be portable to the iPhone, and playable on the iPhone,
Well, you can play it on the iPhone actually, because there is an app you can get for her. That's actually how you have to set up your physical device, is through your phone. Through the Amazon Lady A app.
Yeah. So you can play Night Manager through that
yes
application. Yeah. Oh, interesting. There's another game on there that I enjoy called it's called Dungeon Adventure.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome one too.
Yeah.
I did that on my channel as well.
Yeah, that's a fun one. But again, that's the main
Dungeon
one.
Frenzy.
That's the main one that I played, but I was just like, I can't sit here all day.
No,
I can hang up on the move.
yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you for taking the time, telling us about your channel and the different events that or content that you're creating on just not only iPhone games but smart speaker type of games as well.
No problem.
Again,
Glad to do it.
we will put your social media links in the description of this page. So everybody
All
who's
right.
listening to this, please go to the description so you can find all of the ways to engage with Amanda's content. And again, just keep us up to date on the new things that you're doing with everybody.
Oh, for sure.
So again, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you
You're
next
very
time at
welcome.
Mobile Accessible Games.
Alrighty.